It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
it's a foot race. He'll find Williams on the slant. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd and 5.
Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Josh Jacobs.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Haskins pass.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
The score, Patriots 3.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs,
now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Las Vegas, first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught by Waller out left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Josh Jacobs.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable here for Davis. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
A loss of 6 yards.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, he'll find Metcalf.
Mahomes pass.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he returns this to the 22.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground.
Number 28.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Mahomes now to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And the Raider 1st down.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wait.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now Mahomes. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
Don't worry about it,
baby. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins on the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. On play action, Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
Haskins sacked.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything, nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
53's the mark. 53, check 53.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
complete to number 88.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
88. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Williams, 26 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
That's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And a Raider first down.
Mahomes going to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
For a Patriot.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And the Raiders have got him. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. out of the shotgun. Haskins. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
At the 47.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
First down, Las Vegas.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final
Getting into